First number up in the victory game is 2. Second number is 7. And our third number this evening is 0. Now we'll go over to the pick 4 set. We're going to start off with 4. Up we have 9, 7, and our final number for this Saturday is 1. We'll have a wonderful weekend, and be sure to join me back here on Monday. Good night.
New Hampshire's WMUR-TV, ABC 9, Manchester.
Azuma, he breaks away, nobody's gonna catch him. There goes Jerry Azuma down to the 15 to 10. And they take a 1-0 lead. So the break begins to Jamal Jackson, and the lead lays it up and in.
Good evening, everyone. Live from Lundholm Gymnasium on the campus of the University of New Hampshire. It's the boys' Class L State Championship basketball game. Hi, I'm Charlie Sherman along with WMUR-TV's Patrick Little. And Patrick, it's the number 1 seed, the Crimson Tide of Concord High School, taking on the number 3 seed, the Warriors of Winnacunnett High School. Two very good teams that play very different styles of basketball.
Well, if you're a basketball fan, we're going to see all types tonight. Three-point shooting, you want that. Winnacunnett not only takes the most of anybody in the state, but they hit the most as well. Concord smash mouth style. They got a 6'9" and a 6'8" forward, so it's going to be down low for them. It should be a very interesting game. Mix in some pressing, too, as well, in fast breaks.
Two teams that are no strangers to being here in the championship. Matter of fact, 2 years ago, under Jack Ford, Winnacunnett winning the state championship right here, live on WMUR-TV. Coach Bill Hobbrick has been here a few times over the past couple of years. He has not gone home a winner, though.
Well, Winnacunnett has been here 4 times in the past 6 years. Concord was here in 1987 and in 1994. So if you want to talk about battle-tested, Winnacunnett certainly has the edge on a team that's played in a big pressure situation game. It's going to come down to tonight, though, is talent. And if Winnacunnett can hit their three-pointers, they're going to give Concord a run for the money because they're going to have a tough time guarding those big guys down low. Bonner, and he is a good one.
Well, there's a lot of talent out there for both teams. We'll talk about them as the evening progresses. We're going to take a timeout right now. We'll return with our starting lineups right after this message.
All the best brands. The shoe store, superstore.
I only need to make one stop because this place has everything I need.
My wife and I came back here because we found exactly what we needed, and we found it at a lower price.
Shoe store, superstore.
The shoe store, superstore.
They have everything I'm looking for all in one place.
I would tell anybody to come here because they have such a great selection.
Phoebe, Canal Street, downtown Manchester, and Mort's in Manchester and Keene.
The shoe store, superstore.
Are you looking for quality leather furniture? Do you like a lot of choices? Do you like to browse and be inspired? Don't miss the leather sale at Longo's Furniture and Bedding. Genuine Italian leather, soft, supple, stylish, sensuous. And on sale at New Hampshire's largest furniture showroom. Leather sofas, leather chairs, leather sectionals, and more. And when you're looking for leather, you want Longo's Furniture and Bedding on the DW Highway North in Manchester.
Welcome back to Lundholm Gymnasium on the campus of the University of New Hampshire. Boys Class L State Championship basketball. And Patrick Little, I'll tell you, you can't squeeze another person into the stands here at Lundholm. It is SRO for this game.
I'll tell you what, they could have had this one across the street at the Whittemore Center. They've probably got about 2,000 people in here, and there's still a line outside the door. I'll tell you what, March Madness, it may be across the country, but it's in full force in Durham tonight.
Well, there is no better time than championship season time, and that's what we have here. And we are just about ready for the starting lineups. For that, let's go to public address announcer Dwayne Frank.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Lundholm Gym in a championship game of the NHIA Boys Class L Basketball Tournament. This year, we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the formation of the NHIA, which has and will continue to recognize athletics as an integral part of the high school curriculum. The NHIA supports honest competition, fair play, good sportsmanship, equal opportunity for all, ethical behavior, and good citizenship. And as we head toward the 21st century, the NHIA will continue in its quest to positively affect the student athletes of New Hampshire. the NHIA Basketball Committee, the tournament staff here at Lundholm Gym, realize what a special moment this is for the players, coaches, and fans to have your school participate in a state championship game. We ask for your cooperation to make this event as meaningful as possible for these students involved. Be positive in every aspect of this event, sportsmanship from the players, positive cheering only from the fans, and respect for everyone for the officials working tonight's game. We also ask you please stay off the court at the conclusion of the game. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the players in this championship game between the Warriors of Winnacunnett High School and the Concord High School Crimson Tide. Starting on the guard for Winnacunnett, a senior, number 5, Liam Needham. And a guard for Concord, a senior, number 24, Eric Robinson. And a guard for Winnacunnett, a senior, number 21, Mike Manning. Starting at a guard for Concord, a junior, number 44, Eric Grant. Starting at a forward for Winnacunnett, a senior, number 10, Chad Arlington. And a forward for Concord, a senior, number 41, Ethan Cole. And then a forward for Winnacunnett, a senior, number 20, Chris Coates. And the other forward for Concord, a sophomore, number 50, Matt Bonner. At center for Winnacunnett, a senior, number 25, Jeremy Denio. And starting at center for Concord, a senior, number 33, Jack Reardon. The coach of Winnacunnett is Jack Ford. Phil Halbrecht is the coach of Concord. Ladies and gentlemen, the officials for tonight's game, Mr. Mo Bilodeau, Mr. Pat McCarthy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please rise for our national anthem.
How can you not get excited when you hear noise like that coming from both sides of the court? Wow, everybody is ready for this one as we are just seconds away from tap-off here tonight. Our officials this evening, Mo Bilodeau and Pat McCarthy, a couple of veteran officials working the game tonight, a couple of real good ones, as they all are real good ones. You know, one of the things that really stands out, Pat, before the national anthem and before the starting lineups, when they read the code of which the NHIAA encourages their players to live by, and it's so true, sportsmanship, dedication, teamwork, all of the elements are covered, and it's so important here tonight. As we look at Coach Bill Halbrecht, head coach for the Crimson Tide of Concord. At the other side, it's Jack Ford, and we are underway in the boys Class L championship game. And very quickly off the opening tap, it's Liam Needham taking it down and putting it up and in for the Warriors.
That's a great start for the Warriors. Jeremy Dineo, number 25, got something in his eye. That's something we'll keep an eye on as Winnacunnett takes over.
Well, Robinson took the shot. Eric Robinson, and back come the Warriors very quickly as Mike Manning with it. Manning working it down low. They're on baseline, and he walked with it. They call the travel on Chad Arlington, and they'll turn it over. We got a whistle. And Coach Jack Ford wants to look at the eye injury. As you can see, Jeremy Dineo kind of, I'm not sure if he has a contact.
Yeah, he's okay.
Yep. Yep. And Jeremy Dineo is okay. He's going back in, and we are ready. Crimson Tide will put the ball in play. Matt Bonner, we'll talk about him in a minute. Working it down court to Eric Strand. Strand, pass almost intercepted. And it ends up in the hands of Eric Robinson. Back to big Matt Bonner. Bonner goes right, fake left. Has it taken away. On the steal, Chad Arlington. Gonna go all the way, lays it up, off and in. Chad Arlington takes it a quick 4-0 lead for the Warriors of Winnacunnett High School.
And here's that press we talked about in the open, Charlie. Winnacunnett not afraid to go full court.
Well, they work it down low, and the Crimson Tide are on the board as Eric Strand gets his first bucket of the game. Check that. That was Ethan Cole. Ethan Cole with the 2 points, and back comes Liam Needham. And the lead is back up to 4, and let's see, they're going to give it to Concord ball, possession Concord.
Only play 8-minute quarters, unlike college basketball with 2 20-minute halves. And I'll tell you what, if the game last year between Central and Winnacunnett, we didn't have much time to get any words in. This is back and forth all night.
Nice passing. They got to Ethan Cole underneath, off the glass. Won't go. Cole gets the rebound. Fighting for it underneath. Rebound finally ends up in the hands of Matt Bonner. He gets it to foul, and he gets the foul as well.
That's what we were talking about earlier. Concord side between Bonner and Ethan Cole. Jeremy Dineo, who's 6'6", is going to have his hands full tonight with 2 guys that are 6'9" and 6'8", Cole and Bonner respectively. It's going to take more than just Jeremy to stop those 2 guys. You see he's hanging tough there, but Bonner just perseverance, and it goes.
Bonner puts it through, and it is a 6-4 ball game. 6-5 ball game. 1 point lead for the Warriors of Winnacunnett High School. They work it down low, going against the big men. That front court is massive, and right there is an example of it as Bonner literally takes it away from Chris Coates. Again, keep your eye on the big men because they can all shoot just like that. That was Jack Reardon, 6'6", with his first bucket, and the Crimson Tide take their first lead, 7-6. Manning, Mike Manning. Work around into the corner to Liam Needham. Needham, back out it goes, and ball batted away. It was Mike Manning with it, and we get a foul.
It's really almost like a twin tower +1 for Concord with Bonner, Reardon, and Ethan Cole in the middle for the Crimson Tide. And here's another look at that last play, the foul. But Winnacunnet's got to stick what got them here, and that's that right there, those 3-point shots.
And the Warriors moving, it's missing on the shot. Back comes Concord. It's almost stolen away by Concord again. Once again, Concord moving the ball very quickly. Eric Robinson just lofts it in there. It's taken by Ethan Cole. Cole gets it to go, and he's going to the line again. Ethan Cole.
All day long, Ethan Cole coming into the game, averaging just over 11 points a game. And you see, that's just a true mismatch. He's got a good 6 inches on both the Winnacunnett defenders. And what Winnacunnett has to do is just deny that entry pass. It's going to be tough, but they're just going to have to front Ethan Cole and Bonner all day, because if they let them get inside, they're going to dominate.
Nice soft touch by Ethan Cole. Opens up a 4-point lead for Concord. From the corner for 3. It won't go. Chad Arlington hits the rim, but it won't go in, and we get a whistle.
Charlie, we talk about it with all basketball. A lot of teams live and die by the 3-pointer, and tonight, Winnacunnett is going to have to live by that thing if they want to win this one.
Well, that's what got them here in the semifinal game 2 nights ago. They were lighting it up from all over with the 3-pointers. When you go against a team as big and as strong as Concord, you got to have that working for you. Right there, the Warriors, though, working it in. Mike Manning doesn't go for the 3, but goes into the paint.
That's how it works, right? Just as we point something out, they go and prove us wrong.
Eric Robinson, quick down court to Cole. Cole hanging. Coach Jack Ford calling it goaltending. That one, the timing off just a bit. Back come the Warriors. There's that three-point try. No good on the effort by Mike Manning. We get another whistle. Take another look at that miss underneath and watch Ethan Cole. The timing just off here on the alley-oop.
Coach Jack Ford of Winnacunnett was looking for a technical foul. Ethan hung on the rim there, but that may have been for safety reasons, so it didn't hit the Winnacunnett player underneath him.
Arlington works it underneath, but before he could get the pass away to Chris Coates, they got a whistle and a turnover.
You mentioned, Charlie, Winnacunnett was red hot from three-point land in the semifinal. They beat Bishop Girton 74-45. Concord with a tougher road. They beat Central by 1 point, 30-29.
Count it. Yes, and the foul. So Concord now getting those baskets. They're getting three-pointers themselves, but the other way. They're getting the buckets and the fouls. And we take another look at this one.
Well, just as we say, the Winnacunnett has to deny the entry pass. Concord hits a shot from the outside. So far, it's all crimson.
We'll take a timeout. 4:40 to play in the first quarter. The score, Concord 12, Winnacunnett 8.
New England, are you ready? Buick LeSabre, the car you made the best-selling full-size automobile 5 straight years and counting, is returning the favor. For a very limited time, buy a new LeSabre, Buick will give you free gas for a year. Or lease a comfortable 6-passenger, beautifully equipped LeSabre for $299 a month and get a year's worth of free gas. It's your best deal on an American bestseller at your Key Buick dealer of New England.
Your new home. You have dreamed of it. Now let Fairlane, Honeymoon, or Citation show you how easy it is to make this dream come true. Beautiful new homes can be yours for as low as $950 down and $185 per month. Land home packages are made easy, park space is available, and financing has never been easier. Warm up next to a cozy fireplace or relax in your own Whirlpool hot tub. Come in today and see why more families are making their dreams come true at Fairlane, Citation, and Honeymoon.
Welcome back to Lundholm Gymnasium. 4:40 to play in a wild, fast-paced first quarter here at Lundholm Gym. Concord leading it by 4, 12-8.
There's Jack Reardon, one of those 3 and twin towers. Although that doesn't make much sense. He's 6'6", and Winnacunnett undersized, but they need to play good outside perimeter defense, and they're going to have to use that press that they used so well against Bishop Girton to stay in this one.
Needham working on the right side to Manning. Manning down low. They work it underneath, and they can't hold on to the ball. In and out of the hands of Jeremy Denio, and back come the Crimson Tide. They'll slow it up a bit. Eric Strand bringing it up himself. They loft it again to Ethan Cole. They'll do this all night long if they have to. This time, pass goes astray. It's taken away. Here's Needham. Liam lays it up, and he lays it in.
Quick
Liam
hands,
Needham.
quick hands, Charlie. That's what Winnacunnett did. You got to stop that pass from getting into Ethan Cole and Matt Bonner.
Long pass. Down to Strand. Strand, line pass, and the one-hander laid up by Jack Reardon in. 15-10, Concord on top. Winnacunnett, Chris Coates goes towards the basket. He ends up on his back. We get a whistle, and they're going to get the offensive foul.
Well, they're saying it went off of Winnacunnett, but I think Chris Coates has a good argument. So does Jack Ford. He sees kind of upset there. Looked like a deflection. Maybe should have stayed there, but that's why we're here, and the referees are out there doing that.
All right, back come the Crimson trying to add to their 5-point lead here in the opening quarter of play. That's Matt Bonner. Bonner, only a sophomore. And again, it's turned over. So Winnacunnett having an opportunity to get right back into this ball game if they can capitalize on a couple of these turnovers and steals.
That's definitely what they're going to have to do. And now we got our first substitution of the game.
And entering the game is Paul Quinney for Concord. And getting a well-deserved breather is Ethan Cole.
Now, this is an opportunity for Winnacunnett to capitalize because they just lost about a foot in size in their front court.
6'9" to 5'11". Quinney 5'11". Ethan Cole 6'9". Underneath, won't go. They still control the boards, and this one's pulled down by Matt Bonner. Eric Strand calling out the play. He's guarded closely by Mike Manning. They work it again. They love to do this play all night long. Bonner gets it off the side of the backboard, and back come the Warriors. Jack Ford going to go to the bench, sending in a couple of fresh bodies. First 2 substitutions of the game getting ready for the Warriors is Winnacunnett High School. They get it way out. With Chad Arlington downtown, three-pointer, in and out. for Jeremy Denio. Those are the ones that got to go in for the Warriors if they're going to keep it close. They have yet to get one tonight, and they find themselves trailing by 5. On the right, Concord working it around. Here's the big guy, Bonner again. Looking for help. Bonner works it out. Tim Weddleton, and here come the Warriors again. Now, this play we've seen a lot of, only this time it won't go. Second effort as Mike Manning gets his own rebound. But what we're seeing, Pat, is every time Winnacunnett punches it away, they get the man all alone down the other end of the court.
And you see right after they score that basket, they're going to go to that full court press. Wouldn't say Winnacunnet's a more athletic team because both teams obviously are well prepared for and then you see a very vocal fan in the stands. Both teams are well prepared, both great coaches, but Winnacunnet's more of a team that's going to beat you with their speed and quickness. Concord's a team that's going to beat you with their size. So Winnacunnett now goes to a half-court pressure. Watch for that for the rest of the night.
Winnacunnett substitutes. Number 4, Ryan Collins. Number 22, John Butler. And number 30, Jeremy Wright all come into the game. And another one for the Crimson Tide as Eric Strand makes it 17-12, leads back up to 5. And we got a whistle right in front of the Concord bench. And more substitutions. Concord doing it this time. Eric Robinson goes back in. Ethan Cole goes back in. And coming out, Coates and Quinney. Check that. Coming out, Weddleton and Quinney. Underneath, nice move, baseline. And off the glass, and then give it to John Butler. And here's the press again. They break it, work it up. Eric Strand. Strand throws it away. And Concord somehow gets it back. Three-pointer! Is it 3 or is it 2? It's 3 for Paul Quinney. So, looked like they were going to turn it over, and Quinney ends up picking it up and putting it up. Three-pointer doesn't go for Mike Manning.
Winnacunnet's definitely going to have to start hitting those shots because as we've seen most of the times down, offensive and defensively, they're going to beat them on the glass. They're just a lot bigger.
Again, they work it down to Bonner. They double team, and Bonner turn around, nothing but net for Matt Bonner. And biggest lead of the game, 22-14 for Concord High School. Coach Harburg jumping up and down. He's doing the bunny hop, and it's not even Easter. Down low. 3-man box. 3 men surrounding Chris Coates. And the defense works well. Here comes Concord again. And that's the call. Fouls on Mike Manning. That's his second, 5th on the team. And Coach Ford goes to the bench, and he's sending Liam Needham back in very quickly as Mike Manning comes out. So Needham in, Manning out. 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter. From downtown, Bonner's shot won't go. Rebound the Warriors. To Ryan Collins, picking up the pace a bit. Collins on the right. To Butler all the way across, back to Collins. 23 seconds on the clock in the corner. Butler. Coates back to Butler. Goes back out to Collins. They may hold it for the one shot. They will. 11 seconds. Collins trying to work it a little closer. Now there's 8 seconds. He gets it off his foot, and he loses it. 5 seconds, and he travels with it. And that's what happens sometimes when you try to work the clock a little too much against a tough defense. You turn over the ball when you really should be taking a shot.
Charlie, I've never agreed with holding the ball to take a final shot when you get down to 5 seconds. Take it at 15, 12, get a second chance perhaps.
So 4.6 seconds. Bonner from the corner, won't go. Rebound, batted, pulled down. It's going to be Warriors ball. They'll have 0.3 seconds. 0.3. To get it inbounds, clock will start when it is touched in play. So they'll go for the long bomb. They work the long bomb. It's intercepted. And what is that all about?
Clock never started.
Let's see what this is all about. As Mo Bilodeau comes over, he wants to check it out. Say, excuse me, fellas, you got to start the clock when it's inbounded. Nobody hit the button.
Now the coach, this is the best part about basketball, I think, is when the coaches and the referees get together, little bargaining session going on, perhaps. Put some more time up there. Jack Boyer could use about 3 more seconds. He'd like that. You see him jumping up and down in front of us.
Well, if you missed it, we'll do it again for you, okay? Once again, Winnacunnett John Butler inbounds it. Gets a quick pass, and it goes! Just misses. Ryan Collins proves that you can get a shot away with 0.3 seconds, and it was close, but no cigar. So at the end of 1 quarter of play here at Lundholm Gymnasium in the boys Class L championship game, a score, Concord High School 22, Winnacunnett 14. We'll be right back with second quarter action.
No games, no bowl. At the Honda Barn of Stratham, we mean business. You can't buy or lease a new Honda for less anywhere, guaranteed. Right now, this value package Accord is only $16.15. Includes automatic transmission, air conditioning, AM/FM stereo cassette, all for a low $16.15. So if you mean business and are ready to drive home a new Honda, come to the Honda Barn of Stratham today, where you always get more and spend less, guaranteed. The Honda Barn, Route 108, Stratham. Make your most important day extra special with a beautiful gown from McQuaid's Famous Basement in Concord. This Thursday through Saturday, McQuaid's Basement in Concord will be reducing their prices on bridal, bridesmaids, mother of the bride, and prom dresses with savings you can't pass up. Choose from beautifully beaded, lavishly laced dresses. Say I do to savings. You won't believe the savings on all merchandise with values through $1,200. Sale going on now through March 23rd at McQuaid's Famous Basement, North Main Street, Concord.
One look at Sierra, and you'll see it makes a powerful statement. But with a closer look, you'll find that even with 255 of the strongest horses out there, they're easily tamed from in here. Right now, you can lease a Sierra for just $269 a month for 36 months. See your New England GMC dealer today.
Hi, I'm Don Rondo. You and I both know the #1 gripe of the American consumer is lousy service. At Ronson's, the quality of the product and the service to our customers have been our #1 priorities for over 20 years. My dad would have had my hide if I didn't do it right. We carry a full line of Lund accessories, DZ running boards, the new Duraliner bed liner, ARE and Gazelle truck caps, and much more. Ronson's, everything to make your car or truck look better and last longer.
22-14 Concord over Winnacunnett after 1 quarter. Liam Needham with 6 points for Winnacunnett. Jack Reardon leads all Crimson scores with 7. Ethan Cole, Matt Bonner with 5 apiece.
All right, here come the Crimson Tide of Concord as they put it in bounds, trying to add to their 22-14 lead downtown. Eric Robinson is good. Back come the Warriors. Ryan Collins takes it himself. Air ball put up at the top of the key. And you can hear the crowd's reaction. This kind of got away from him.
Yeah, he knew it right away, too. It slipped out of his hand when he set up. And he's got about 1,000 people reminding him.
Bonner working on the right side. Look at Eric Strand.
Strong move by Eric Strand.
10-point lead, largest of the ball game for the Crimson Tide of Concord. There's Collins working it in. Now pass bounces off of Eric Strand, and Strand recovers it. Well, they turn it over again. Robinson over to Jack Reardon. Bonner turn around, and it doesn't go this time. Underneath, and Reardon couldn't pull down the rebound. Back come the Warriors. They keep getting it back down court, and they keep throwing it away. That time, they're going to get it. Yeah, they keep it inbounds. Chris Coates. Terrific ball player. Coates, nice blind pass. Three-pointer. This one goes. Three-pointer for John Butler. That's what they've got to do.
There's a lid on that basket in the first quarter for Winnacunnett, but if they heat up from behind the arc, look out.
24-17. And they turn it over again. Now this is what Winnacunnett needs. They're going to get right back in this ball game. They need the quick turnovers. As coming out of the game is Ryan Collins, who just hit that three-pointer. And Chad Arlington is back in, along with Liam Needham. Needham bringing it up slowly for the Warriors. They set the pick for him on the right side. Quick turnaround. Coach looking. They almost lose it. Try it again. Butler underneath. He gets the foul. Butler will go to the line.
Nice challenge there by Chris Coates to go in and take on guys that have 6 inches on him. Here he comes right here. He tried it once, backed it out, went at it again, right between Cole and Bonner, and drew the foul.
Check that as, I should have said Chris Coates at the line, shooting two. Chris Coates rated #1 in the top 35 overall players in the state by Roundball New Hampshire, which is a New Hampshire high school boys basketball newsletter that comes out. Coates #1 in the top 35, followed by Bonner of Concord.
He's the man for Winnacunnett, 22 points a game this year.
Interesting when you look at the top players. Coates, Bonner, Creel from Oyster River, Collins, Billy Collins from Brady, Ethan Cole from Concord. Round out the top 5 players according to the Roundball newsletter. Concord, some quick passing, moving the ball nicely. They go for the 3 from downtown. It comes up short on the effort by Eric Robinson.
That time there were 4 Winnacunnett players underneath the basket. That's how you beat this Concord team rebound now.
Oh, Needham's strong to the hoop, but he's denied on a beautiful block by Ethan Cole. Look at Concord. What defense right there. Concord on the move. They whip the pass quickly. Beautiful pass out to Jack Ridden, who finishes it off. 26-18. Concord leading this one with 4:54 to play in the half. Arlington for 3. Oh, Chad Arlington. And the lead is suddenly back down to 5. Quickly, those 3-pointers can really make a difference.
No shot clock in high school, but you might think that every time they bring the ball down, they're under 10 on the shot clock. These teams don't wait.
Once again, they go to the big man underneath. It won't go. Yes! Ethan Cole's shot won't go. We get a foul underneath.
They're going to get Bonner going over the top, and that's got to happen a lot to a guy that's that big. He doesn't have to box out all the time. Just put his arms up over the Winnacunnett defenders. You'll take a look. Cole misses the shot. There's Bonner right there, comes into your screen, and he was all over the back of John Butler. He's also about a foot taller than John, so it can be deceiving. He really didn't even have to jump. But
I think we have an injury. I think we have an injury on Winnacunnet's number 31, Ralph Marshall. His blood coming out of the top of his head. He's with Coach Jack Ford. You can see the blood dripping right there, and he's being attended to by the physician. One of the things the NHIAA always insists is that a physician be on call at all games. Also, here comes UNH head trainer John Dana to assist as well. So plenty of medical attention, qualified medical attention here. What a ball game. Class L boys championship game. As we look at the injured player, Ralph Marshall, a 6'4" senior. And we're ready to continue. 4.5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Concord up by 5, but Winnacunnett with the ball. Bringing it up is Ryan Collins. Collins goes to the right. Collins looking, gets the bounce pass to Manning. Manning back to Collins. Looking for some help. They go in the middle, now they go back out to Arlington. Arlington over to Collins, and they throw it away. Throw it away. Pass was intended for Chad Arlington. Ryan Collins missed him.
I think Chad stopped his cut. Nice pass by Ryan, though, to create. Ryan's I don't want to say he struggled. Looks a little anxious out there, Ryan does. Junior, guard, 5'7", and he'll get it together. This kid can be dangerous. And these little guys can hit those outside shots. If they get hot, like we said earlier, look out as Ralph Marshall's getting the Band-Aid to his head. They'll need him back.
Again, they try it underneath, and Cole can't get it. He's fighting for it underneath. The ball's loose. It's picked up. And a good heads-up play there by Jack Redden, picking up the loose ball. Doesn't really take the good shot, but he knew he'd draw the foul, and that's exactly what he does.
Jack Reardon's kind of been the unsung hero for this team. He averages 9 points a game, but Cole and Bonner get so much attention that Reardon just had a sneaky, great season. And here he is picking up the rebound. Jack's very tough, built more like a linebacker, fullback in football, and he'll get those scrappy loose balls and hit those shots and do all the dirty work, as we say. Oh, you missed the first free throw.
Well, that one no good for Reardon.
He just looks tough. Jack just looks like he's tough.
That foul was on Chad Arlington, his second of the game. And Reardon makes the second, 27-21. We've got a timeout, 3:49 to play in the second quarter. The score is Concord 27, Winnacunnett 21. We'll be right back.
Imagine you lived in an idyllic world where no one got sick and no one got hurt. And the only accident happened when you filled your glass a bit too full. But in the real world, it pays to have a Matthew Thornton health plan that fits your lifestyle with a vast network of providers for every member of your family. Almost. Matthew Thornton Health Plan. Quality of life, quality for life.
The search is on for a style that says you. Join us for a breathtaking new perspective on casual elegance, exclusive to the C.A. Hoyt Company. Renaissance by Thomasville, an exquisite new collection inspired by gracious European living. Over 100 grand pieces for every room in your home. It's just what you've been looking for. Now it's special introductory sale prices, only at the C.A. Hoyt Furniture Company. For the quality you want, trust the name you know.
Welcome back to Lundholm Gymnasium, the boys Class L State Championship basketball game live on WMUR TV, ABC 9. And, you know, one of the things, you see Coach Jeff Jackson of the UNH Wildcats having just completed his first full season as the head basketball coach. A rebuilding year, but putting his thumbprint on the Wildcats.
I guess you'd call this a short recruiting trip for Jeff Jackson. Didn't have to go far to see some good talent.
Truly some great basketball talent right here in the Granite State. Ryan Collins over to Coates on the right. Coates has it knocked out of his hands, but it'll be Warriors ball.
Concord's done a great job of keeping Chris Coates in check. He leads the team in points per game with 22. Only has one so far here tonight. 3:35 left to go in the first half.
Warriors down by 6, and it's stolen away off the inbounds pass and just picked off by Paul Quinney. Quinney has quietly been very effective here tonight defensively for the Crimson Tide. Across it goes. That's Robinson on the left. Robinson looking for the big man again. They thread the needle, but it's batted away. They were looking for Reardon, but batted away. Manning in the corner. Three-point try is no good from Butler. Comes back out to Ryan Collins. And they'll start it out all over again as Collins hands it off. They'll slow it up with Mike Manning on the right. Manning looking towards the basket. He's going to take it himself off the glass. No good. Rebound fought for. No good. Rebound pulled down. They get 2 tries. Ball's loose. They call a jump ball. And who will possession be with? We can't see the possession arrow.
It's going to be Winnacunnet's ball. Great hustle. 3rd and 4th opportunities. You'd think Concord would snatch those up with those big guys down low.
Well, with the size differential, I mean, you've got to give credit to Winnacunnett.
Oh, you definitely do. And you know what? I think they had an advantage here. They're a little shorter. It's quicker to the ground, so they can get the ball when it's rolling around on the floor.
Long inbounds pass goes to Liam Needham. Needham works it back in the corner. Now it's out to Collins. Collins and Needham in there together at the guards. Needham no good. This time the rebound comes right out to Paul Quinney again.
Great
Underneath
pass.
all along. Oh, what a pass. Matt Bonner finishes it off. He's going to go to the line again for the foul. But you said it wasn't the basket, Pat. It was the pass.
Matt Bonner, if you can't see him right now, he's going to come into your screen right there. But the minute Concord got the rebound, it takes those big guys a little longer to get down the floor. He put his head down and had one place in mind to get to, the rim, and he got there. Great look, though, and a great finish.
And he completes the three-point play, and there have been many of those three-point plays tonight for the Crimson. 30-21, 9-point lead for Concord, 2:23 to play in the second quarter. Quick ball movement over to Needham. Liam looking for help, works it back out to Arlington. Now it's Coates. Coates, line pass, almost throws it away. Three-point try, won't go. Ball off the rim by Arlington. Ball fought for underneath Liam Needham. Needham with a beautiful effort right there.
Oh, he's so quick. Just when Concord thought they had the rebound, no one saw Liam Needham. Sneaky. Here he goes again.
The defense by Needham all over it. They're going to get him for the foul, but boy, Needham, what an effort right there. And he gets called for the foul on Eric Strand. But what hustle.
Hey, Charlie, what he's doing right now, that's senior leadership. This guy has one thing in mind. He's been to the finals the past 2 years, lost both of them. He doesn't want to go out as a loser. He wants to go out as a winner. He's setting an example for the rest of the guys on the floor right now.
Eric Strand, no good. Rebound Concord. That's what happens when you get guys that size. And Paul Quinney again there. Gets it to one of the many big men, Jack Reardon. No good. Rebound comes out to the Warriors. Quick ball movement by Ryan Collins. Wants to go end to end and has it knocked away. He loses it himself. He doesn't think so. But the official, Pat McCarthy, does. And all for naught. 7-point lead for Concord. They have not relinquished the lead since they took it over at 7-6. They trailed early in the ball game and have not trailed since. Bonner underneath, and again, you notice this is happening a lot. Every time they try to work it to Reardon, it gets batted away. Once again on the run, it's Collins. This time he stops. He lets it fly, no good. What a rebound by Needham in traffic, up off the glass, no foul. Again, they get the rebound, this time off the glass. Chris Coates, no good, but no foul. Getting very physical, but no whistles. Look at the clock, 56 seconds. Will they hold it for one shot? When they tried it at the end of the first quarter, they lost the ball. This time they're going to go for the bucket. They work it. Coates underneath, works it in, and they complete the play with Chad Arlington getting the bucket.
Chris Coates may not have many points today so far, but boy, is he doing a great job on defense and great creativity right there.
Boy, wouldn't the Winnacunnett love one more basket before they go in the locker room. 30 seconds. Concord going to take their time, and I think they're going to work it for the one shot. Robinson. Out to Quinney, now on the right side, over to Strand. Strand takes a dribble or two. Back out to Reardon. And on the left they go with it to Quinney. Quinney holds it up. 10 seconds, 9. Clock ticking. Long pass. And they call the timeout. Brilliant play right there. There's experience. Intercepted by Chris Coates, and Pat, you said it right there, what this kid does for the team. He's not really scoring, but Coates intercepts it and very quickly calls the timeout. His team will have plenty of time. 5 seconds, look at this. Watch the quick timeout. That's reaction.
And that's great anticipation. Concord's done it all in the first half. Those lob passes into their big fellas, and Chris Coates, that's a guy that's played a lot of basketball. He knew that pass was coming in here. He knew that Concord's bread and butter is Bonner down low, and that's just great anticipation.
Wow. Holy cow, 5 seconds left in the first half. At the break, we'll go back to our WMUR TV studios and Eric Freed for an update, but we've still got a long 5 seconds. You know, Pat, I just want to take a minute here to say that one of the things we enjoy so much at our WMUR TV sports department, yourself, Eric Freed, Michelle Bonner, myself, is following high school athletics. That's the mark that we've tried to make at Channel 9 at WMUR TV. Is local sports is the most important to us. We hope that you as the viewers see it each and every night in our sportscast, but boy, I'll tell you, when it comes down to this, it's all worthwhile. You see great athleticism from great kids, and that's what it's all about. These are kids. These are pro athletes. They're not college athletes. They're high school athletes who are giving 110% out there. There's support from each one of the schools. As you look at the stands, it's SRO, not a seat to be had. A tip of the hat to all. There we go, clock ticking, 2 seconds, 1 second. The three-pointer won't go.
Well, we got a foul.
We got a foul at the buzzer. Manning takes the shot. I said it earlier, there's nothing that Jack Ford would like better than a couple more points before the half, and he may get them.
Oh, boy, the Concord coaching staff. This is what makes you lose your hair or make it turn gray. You don't foul guys when you're taking three-pointers at the buzzer. Let them take the shot. If it goes, it goes. But if it doesn't, you certainly don't want to give them a foul. And right now,
especially on a three-point try, Manning makes the first.
You got Mike Manning, who's at the line coming in tonight. He's shooting 73% from the line, although I jinxed him. But at least if you get 1 or 2 out of 3, you're going to the locker room. It's either going to be a 4-point game or a 3. Tough break for Concord. Huge break for Winnacunnett.
Oh, and he misses 2 or 3. So, he makes 1 of the 3, but it's better than nothing because the clock ran down as he took that shot. He gets fouled, and Mike Manning makes 1 of 3, so the lead is only 4, and that is certainly not much of a margin considering how one-sided this game has really been for Concord as far as possession.
Winnacunnett is a bunch of scrappers. They've scrapped and clawed and grinded this out, and it's a 4-point game, and the second half's anything like the first. So I'm going to go get some oxygen before we start playing again.
Wow, we've still got 2 more quarters of basketball to go here at the Lundholm Gymnasium, but there is your score at the half. The Crimson Tide of Concord with a 4-point lead, 30-26 over the Warriors of Winnacunnett High School. Let's go back to our Manchester studios and Eric Freed. Eric?
All right, Charlie, thank you very much. Concord looking for its first state championship since 1987. Winnacunnett since 1992. Close at halftime, 30-26. We'll get you back to Lundholm Gym coming up in just a few minutes. But during the halftime report, we'll take a look at the NCAA hoop and hockey tournaments and run down the day in sports. That's coming up after this timeout, so please stay with us.
The Pony Auto Junction, New Hampshire's car and truck capital.
The Grapponi Auto Junction, proud home to 8 great dealerships in one location, where you win when you take advantage of more buying power, more selection, and lower prices every day. You win with Grapponi's flexible finance programs that work for you. You win because there's so much to choose from, all in one location.
The Pony Auto Junction.
Frederick's Pastries for the special times.
There are moments in your life when you want to show how much you care.
Weddings and anniversaries. Think back and you will realize for the special times Frederick's Pastries were there. Frederick's Pastries. Frederick's Pastries for the special times.
State Street Discount has caught the March Madness spirit, and we're running the competition ragged. We've got a winning lineup of America's best brand name appliances, from a Sharp Mini microwave to a huge Sub-Zero side-by-side refrigerator. No one has more choices than State Street Discount, and during March Madness, we're passing huge appliance savings on to you.
Buy a 6 cubic foot microwave for only $69, or check out the tap-in self-cleaning range for just $349.
State Street Discount, Route 1 in Portsmouth.
Extremely entertaining, refreshing, highly informative. These are just some of the comments we've received regarding George's menswear speaker program. We're taking business suggestions and accessorizing tips to companies all over New England. We can help simplify buying your business wardrobe by selecting the right combination of colors and fabrics to look your best all year long. If you'd like to schedule our free presentation for your business or civic organization, just call George's and ask for Bernie, 622-5441.
Welcome back. Halftime in the boys Class L championship game at Lundholm Gymnasium. Concord with a 4-point lead over Winnacunnett, 30-26 at the half. The NCAA tournament has calmed down a bit from the frenzy of last week. Only 2 games today and tomorrow as the Final Four gets assembled for next weekend. The top 2 seeds in the Midwest and West regions surviving through the first 3 rounds and meeting today in the regional finals in San Antonio. UCLA facing top seed Minnesota. UCLA, remember a couple of years ago, they had that great run. They've had a couple of thrilling wins. They were up by 5 at halftime. Then they led by 10 in the second half against the top seeds from Minnesota. But the Golden Gophers came back. Big run in the second half, a 16-4 run, helped out John Thomas inside and the foul 3-point play. Bobby Jackson, 18 points. Minnesota comes back to win 80-72 the final for their first Final Four appearance in school history. So Minnesota makes it to the Final Four. Who will they play? Well, right now it looks like Kentucky with 1:57 left to go in the second half. Kentucky has a lead over Utah. It looks like Kentucky will make it back to the Final Four. And if they hold on, they'll take on Minnesota next weekend in Indianapolis. The women's Division I tournament whittling down from the Sweet 16 starting today. George Washington, Notre Dame, Florida, and Old Dominion all winning today, all moving on. For ODU, it's their 31st win in a row. Here they are beating up on LSU. Nairi Roberts, 21 points in that win over the Tigers. Undefeated UConn playing. It tips off in about 15 minutes, taking on Illinois tonight. On to hockey. For most of the UNH players, the season ended last night with a 3-2 loss to Colorado College in the NCAA regionals. For a select few, college careers came to a close last night. That includes captains Tim Murray and Eric Boganicki. Think of the road they've been on. They started out in Old Snively. They moved on to the road for a year. Then they moved into the brand new Taos rink with a lot of wins in between. Literally, it's been a long and winding road for these 2 Wildcats.
It's been a great 4 years. It flew by, I'll tell you that. I remember when I came in as a freshman, so yeah, it's been a great 4 years.
I'm just glad I was able to end my career here with Coach Emili behind the bench. And we developed a great relationship over 4 years, and as we put it, it's a love-hate relationship. But, you know, I'm just happy Coach and I were together on this bench.
Last night was Dickie Millie's first game behind the bench since his heart attack on March 8th. At the regionals today, Clarkson facing Colorado College, and Colorado College moves on. They pull the upset, knocking off the #1 seeds 5-4 down at the Centrum in Worcester. Game 2 starting at about 8:30. BU, the #2 seed, taking on Denver. We'll have the score of that one coming up at News 9. It's on News 9 tonight at 11 o'clock. The Bruins and Senators meeting this afternoon at the Fleet Center. Chalk up another win for Ottawa. They've had Boston's number this year. Jean-Yves Roy finding the wrong way into the goal. The open end's the other side. Bruins found that open end. Down 2-1. Joseph Stumple scoring on the Bruins power play. That tied the game up at 2, but Ottawa goes on a 3-goal run. Sean McEachern scores. Alexei Yashin will add a goal, and Ottawa beats Boston again. 5-4 is the final. At the University of New Hampshire today, the New Hampshire Seacoast Junior Olympic Volleyball Invitational, bringing together some of the best 16-year-olds from around New England. We'll show you some of that coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Right now, halftime of the boys Class L championship game with Concord leading Winnacunnett at 4. We'll be back with more right after this.
Are you looking for quality leather furniture? Do you like a lot of choices? Do you like to browse and be inspired? Don't miss the leather sale at Longo's Furniture and Bedding. Genuine Italian leather, soft, supple, stylish, sensuous. And on sale at New Hampshire's largest furniture showroom. Leather sofas, leather chairs, leather sectionals, and more. And when you're looking for leather, you want Longo's Furniture and Bedding on the DW Highway North in Manchester.
Attention car buyers. In an effort to rebuild a solid credit foundation to thousands of New England residents, $14 million has been reserved exclusively for used car buyers with bad credit. These limited funds are available immediately and are only attainable to people with bad credit and only at select dealerships offering late model cars, fair pricing practices, and solid warranty programs. This funding release won't last long. Call 603-641-2111 now to reserve financing. Your credit application will be taken over the phone. Call now.
That's it for the halftime report. Let's send it back out now to Charlie Sherman and Patrick Little at Lundholm Gymnasium, the boys Class L championship game between Concord and Winnacunnett. Gentlemen.
All right, thank you very much, Eric. And there you see the score, 4-point spread at the break. And let's head over to Patrick Little because he is joined by one of the, if not the top basketball player in the entire state from Bishop Brady High School, Billy Collins. Pat?
All right, thank you very much, Charlie. As you mentioned, Billy Collins has joined us courtside here to talk a little basketball. First of all, congratulations on Bishop Brady winning the Class I title. Let's talk about your season. First of all, Frank Monahan always seems to put a good product on the floor, but you guys had a great year.
Yeah, we played real well this year. Only one loss to South Boston. We knew it was going to be a tough game coming in, but we thought we should have had that game.
Let's talk about tonight's game. I mean, you watch a lot of basketball as the season goes along here. A great matchup tonight. We talked off camera. A little closer, you think, at halftime than some might have thought.
Yeah, some people would have thought that, but I knew Winnacunnett was a good pressing team. I knew Concord had problems with the press in the past. Obviously, Concord has a size advantage in this game with Cole and Bonner down low. But Winnacunnet's doing a good job handling it.
Let's talk about high school basketball in general in this state. Over the years that I've been here now 4, it's really amazing to see the talent level that has gone up. Usually everyone talks about Massachusetts having the good programs, but you guys went down there and gave them a good game this year, and it's really coming together, and we can hold our own up here, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely, definitely. A lot of good players in this state right now, and BC's up here tonight looking at Matt Bonner, and there's a lot of good players in this state. Coates is a great player. There's a lot of them.
And you had Kansas in the national tournament.
I did, yeah.
So you're in the same boat as me in this show, and we're both out. Billy, thanks for joining us. He's only a junior. He'll be back next year, and maybe they can make another run at the Class L I title. We're doing the Class L thing tonight. Billy, thanks for joining us. Enjoy the second half. We're going to do some statistics. Charlie?
All right, thank you very much, Pat. Indeed, we will. Let's run down some of the numbers. We'll take a look at some of the highlights of the first half. As a matter of fact, let's do that first, Pat. We'll take a look at some of the big plays in the first half, and there were certainly many of them. We could probably show the entire first half as we pick it up first early on in the ball game as the Winnacunnett Warriors right there putting up some pretty points. Look at this passing display right here for Concord. They work it down low. They did this a lot, and they'll continue to do it to Jack Reardon, and Reardon finishing it off down the other end. Concord, Winnacunnett showing they can do it themselves pretty well too. Working it down low underneath to John Butler for 2 right there. On the run. A lot of running in this one, Pat, and a lot of times we're seeing this underneath down low. We saw that a lot early to Matt Bonner. Unfortunately for Concord, as they continued to do it, it was starting to backfire it a little bit. As we take a look at some of our numbers at the break, there's your scorer.
You know what the surprising number right here, Charlie, has got to be rebounds. Both teams with 14, yet Concord was such a huge size advantage. You'd think they'd be dominating on the glass. But towards the end of the first half, we saw Winnacunnett, quick hands, scrappiness, diving for those loose balls. And the minute Concord got their hands on it, Winnacunnett was slapping away on it. And that's why that rebound total is where it is.
Well, you can see the numbers that we talked about early, 3-point percentages. Well, 2 of 12 for Winnacunnett. 1 of 3 for Concord. We didn't expect Concord to put up a lot. We expected Winnacunnett to shoot the 3 a lot, and right there you see the difference in the ball game. 2 of 12, considering how deadly this team can be when they hit them, as they were in the semifinal game. They've got to start hitting those. That's the important statistic for that team. The 2 of 5 for free throws doesn't mean as much. Shooting percentage overall from the field, 32% for Winnacunnett, 46% for Concord. And again, that comes down to those missed 3-pointers. 10 of them missed. You got to make them.
Yeah, there was really a lid on that basket, especially in the first quarter for Winnacunnett. They started to hit a few towards the end of the first half, late in the second quarter. Winnacunnett's going to have to come out fast and hard. What they want to do against Concord is get into a track meet because they're a little bit faster from end to end, and that's what they'll need to do. And as you said, hit those 3-pointers. Let's talk about the scoring leaders. Liam Needham leads Winnacunnett with 8. Jack Reardon, kind of that unsung hero, the best-kept secret, perhaps, for Concord. He's not a secret today. 10 points for Jack. Rebounds, Chris Coates with 4 for Winnacunnett. Matt Bonner has 4. Turnovers, 11 for Concord, and 9 for Winnacunnett. No players in foul trouble.
A lot of turnovers for both teams. We start the second half with Concord taking possession, and we are underway here at Lundholm Gymnasium, the boys Class L championship game between the Winnacunnett Warriors and the Crimson Tide of Concord High School. Strong defense early by the Warriors. Working towards the basket baseline. One of the big men, Ethan Cole, and we get a foul, and he's going to go to the line. Take another look at it as Ethan goes baseline.
Ethan just beat Denio to the step, and he not intentionally tripped him, but he got his foot in there. Ethan stepped on it. It's a foul. It's the third for Denio.
That is not a shooting foul. It was well before he had a chance to take a shot. This one goes in and out. No good by Eric Strand. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Winnacunnett ball.
Denio made up for right there. Great hustle.
Four-point lead for Concord, and here's a chance for Winnacunnett to tighten it just a little bit more. They led early in the game. They fell behind 7-6. They have never led again. They miss on the three-point try, taken by Mike Manning. Bringing it up is Eric Strand. On the right, now he works in the middle. Bonner, back to Strand. We got Cole all alone underneath. Cole, too tough to guard. Ethan lays it up and in, 32-26. There's Needham, leading scorer for the Warriors. Air ball thrown up right there by Jeremy Denio.
That's not his spot.
Warriors empty thus far in two tries. Underneath, no good, no good. And on the second try, Jack Reardon gets it. He missed the first try, gets the second effort.
Denio's got to be careful down there. He's the only big guy Winnacunnett really has to keep up with Bonner and Cole. He's got 3 fouls, and he was a little upset coming down the floor looking for some help from his teammates.
Concord very quickly has opened up the lead back to 8. Quick bounce pass, and the Warriors keep it in bound. Needham throws it off of Eric Strand to make sure that the Warriors have the ball, and they do. Mike Manning will put it in play for Winnacunnett. Gets it out to Liam Needham. Needham got it by Bonner. This moves to the basket by Manning, but it won't go. Talk about no breaks. Boy, you said, Patrick, earlier, it's like a lid on the basket for Winnacunnett, and that's exactly what seems to be happening. They've yet to get on the board here in the second half.
And this is really where Concord can make their move. If they can run away, put a little run together, 34-26 now, they can take Winnacunnett out of this one. That's not the play you want right there.
The inbound pass goes off the back of the backboard. And boy, that is not that any turnover is a good one, but that's an ugly one.
And that's one Mike Manning would love to have back. A Seniors don't make those kind of mistakes. That's just, you're just caught up in the hype of the game. The adrenaline flowing just a little more than it usually does.
From the corner, shot no good by Cole. Bonner is there, no whistle before the shot.
Jack Reardon, number 33, on the push underneath. Winnacunnett with position that time. 3 guys underneath the basket, which is what they need to do. 1, 2, 3, all in a row, playing that 2-3 zone defense. And there's the push by Reardon over the top. Good call.
Winnacunnett continues to stay alive here. Concord unable to deliver the knockout punch. They certainly had chances. Needham. Boy, look at this double team. Oh, boy. Oh, and what a stuff. Denial by Ethan Cole. The 3 big men just absolutely closing the door down low. Wow, we had a double team with Reardon and Bonner, and then the denial by Cole. That's tough to go against. Look
Tough
at
to get
that.
a shot over that wingspan.
Stolen away. Here's Coates. Lays it up and in. So Coates still manages to get something out of it. Coates with the steal and the quick bucket, and the lead is down to 6. 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Concord on top. Amazingly, their lead is only 6. Because they have had opportunities, as has Winnacunnett. Stolen away by Coates, and Coates is coming out of nowhere. And did he step out?
Yeah, he stepped out. That's great help defense, though. He rotated over from his position on the far side, weak side.
Oh, that's tough. Right there. That's what they did the first half.
That's tough to defend. It really is.
Lead back up to 8. Here's Needham. Needham slowing it down. Guarded closely by Eric Strand. They work it in the middle. Back out on the wing now. On the left side, another weak shot taken right there. And Jeremy Denio is 0 for 2 in attempts this half. What are you doing to defend that one, Patrick? Ethan Cole. Oh, listen to the crowd. Both sides appreciating some good basketball.
Well, let's cue that up again and show it from 5 angles.
Wow. No description necessary.
Oh, mercy. Watch and enjoy with us.
Wow. All right, back down the other end. 10-point lead. Nice move. Very pretty right there by Mike Manning.
And the best thing Winnacunnett can do right now is just completely block out what's going on around. It doesn't have to be pretty. Just get it through the hole.
Off balance shot. No good. Not Bonner. And the Warriors come right back at him. Manning, no good. Rebound. Hauled down by Ethan Cole.
Denio's got to be careful.
Giant. Denio trying his best, but Cole is just dominating right there. Denio bats it away. Still controlled by Robinson. And the shot off balance taken by Reardon. We get a whistle. Who are they going to call it on?
And they're going to get a...
They're going to call it on Chad Arlington. That's Arlington's first. Second on the team.
That could have gone either way. It could have been easily a travel, but the referee saw the quick hands first. But no, those alley-oops, Charlie, can get a team up, but it can also motivate the team that it happened to.
Reardon, this is the first.
And if Winnacunnett can convert on some of these missed free throws, and they're getting a lot of rebounds here in the second half, when rebounds they have no right getting, I guess, if you look at it on paper, the size difference. So they can use that to their advantage.
And he misses both, so again, don't count out the Warriors. They continue to stay alive. They've got to keep it under 10. If they do, remember, sooner or later, they're going to heat up with the threes. They're too good a team. That's why they're here. That one comes up short again. They're 0 for everything from three-point land in this half. That could be a travel right there.
That's
they don't
a technical.
Get the call. A technical hanging on the rim. Robinson's shot was no good. Cole hanging from the rim. That's going to be a tee against Concord. And again, a chance for Winnacunnett to close the gap.
Jack Ford wanted this called in the first half, and they didn't. But that time, Ethan a little too anxious.
And we're going to take a break with 2:51 to play. 38-30. Concord on top as we go to break. Let's listen to this one more time.
Tennis? You gotta be kidding me! Golf? We got 34 inches of snow in the last 2 weeks. 4! So, you think the ski season's over? What are you, crazy?
For an incredible dining experience, visit New Hampshire's most talked about Chinese restaurant, Chen Yang Li. Escape from the ordinary and select from Chen Yang Li's exquisite Chinese and complete sushi menu. Or if you prefer, our chef can prepare a custom dish that will dazzle your eyes and pamper your palate. It's sophisticated yet affordable fine dining with convenient takeout and function rooms available. So visit Chen Yang Li, open daily and conveniently located at Woodbury Court across from Macy's in Bedford.
Forget about the Celtics, the Bruins, the Red Sox. Patriots season is over. Local sports is what it's all about. High school athletics here in the Granite State. And boy, we've got some here right now. Concord and Winnacunnett. All season long, we've seen some great action. And here's more tonight.
I don't know how you feel, Charlie, but hey, Scotty in the truck, cue up that alley-oop one more time. That was fun.
Well, on the technical, first shot, no good by Chad Arlington. He's going to go again. Warriors need to make these. Oh, man, they are ice cold from the free throw line. So, again, a golden opportunity to close the gap to 6. The lead stays at 8, but, again, Warriors keep possession of the ball, so it's important. They could be closing this gap real tight.
This could have been a 5-point swing right now. 3 at best after missing those 2 free throws.
Don't forget the 2 that were missed on that at the end of the half.
Right.
Making 1 of 3 free throws. Take those 4 points. We got a real tight one. Underneath. Nice shot. And the Warriors, John Butler. Nice one. 38-32. Long pass down court. But Concord will slow it up. Weddleton. They work it underneath. Oh, great defense right there. Oh, what a great job. And that's, you got to give credit to 2 people right there. Chris Coates helping out down there with his teammate Jeremy Denio.
We mentioned in the first half, Charlie, Chris Coates, who scores 22 points a game, had trouble from the field, but he's doing all the little things right for this team. Once again, here it is. Help defense, gets in there, and those quick hands. All ball, and he grabs the rebound. That's tough to do against Jack Reardon, who's 6'6".
Like you said about Coates, who's at the line. McDonald's All-American, Street and Smith's All-American, 2-time All-State, All-Tournament sophomore year, #1 player in the state of New Hampshire in rankings released by Round Ball New Hampshire. High school basketball newsletter. He may not get you all the points every time, but boy, he can do everything else. 38-34, 4-point lead for the Crimson Tide. And heads-up play right there by Eric Strand, and he calls the timeout. Wow, 4-point ball game, and we got to take one more look back. You called for it. We got to go to our replay machine one more time and take a look at that play just moments ago by Ethan Cole on the alley-oop. Truly better than any college or pro alley-oop you've seen this year. Here it is.
And watch where Ethan is. His head's above the rim. Look at this.
Oh. See if we can listen in to Coach Jack Ford in the huddle of the Winnacunnett Warriors as they go over the strategy. You can see it here, the coach, got to do something. We either got to do something now or it's going to be too late. It's now, you got to do it. Close the gap. 38-34, minute 57 to play in the third quarter in a truly exciting Class L Boys Championship game.
How many times can we say it? It just does not get any better than these high school championship games.
Eric Strand guarded closely by Mike Manning, and they're going to call Manning getting a little too close.
That's a good foul, though, because he's just frustrating single-handedly. He, along with Coates, have frustrated this Concord defense. They resorted to a timeout the last time they got trapped. So Winnacunnett, very pesky team. And that's what Jack Ford was talking about. Guys, just keep moving, create, create, create.
Strand on the right. Guarded closely by Manning. Strand, long pass intercepted. Coates again. Chris Coates with the interception. On the move. Oh, the over-the-head shot, no good. And who's going to get it? Oh, look at who comes out of nowhere. Mike Manning. Manning looking to help. They work it quickly. The big guy, Denio, won't go. Fighting for it. You got to make those because you got three big men there. And they're going to get the call against Winnacunnett. So many opportunities not converted by the Warriors.
Well, Denio's really struggled. He's missed a couple outside shots. Right now, he has a great move. Watch his fake. Right there, he gets Ethan Cole off his feet. He's got Matt Bonner to deal with, but boy, he'd like to have that one back. You got to make the bunnies.
Third personal on Mike Manning. The alley-oop again, they go. And this one, it goes in to Jack Reardon. They almost denied it again, but Reardon managed to get a handle on the ball. And it's a 6-point lead, 40-34 as you look at Jack. Manning just hands it to Coates. Back to Manning. Takes it, the jumper. Will it go? Bouncing. Oh, boy.
Well, they caught a break.
When they go in, it takes forever.
Yeah, they were staying out in the first half. They finally caught a break. Jack Ford just gave us the thumbs up. It's about time.
You wait long enough, I guess they start to fall. And the Warriors are very much in this one. They're only down by 4. 34 seconds to play in the third quarter. Coach Harbrick saying, let's hold it for the shot. 27, no shot clock in high school basketball.
Winnacunnet's made a switch. They got Chris Coates now on Matt Bonner. He's giving him fits so far in the second half.
18 seconds. Strand, bounce pass to Reardon. Over on the left to Quinney. Looking blind pass, and they bat it away, and they do! And it's stolen again. 5 seconds. They got time. They work it underneath all alone. Manning lays it up and in as the buzzer sounds. Ending the third quarter. What a play by the Warriors and Mike Manning. They steal it and they convert. And once again, we see it doesn't work. You can't hold the ball for that last shot for 40 seconds. It's not a good strategy.
We've played 3 quarters and 3 times we've seen that happen, Charlie, and that is just flat out perseverance and hustle by Winnacunnett. It's kind of poetic justice for all the times that they've made all those steals and not be able to convert the layups. This time they do, and as you see the time in the bottom right hand, that's the end of 3, and we've got a good one. Don't go anywhere.
We got a 2-point ball game with 8 minutes to play, and how many times did we say don't count out the Winnacunnett Warriors? Boy, oh boy, don't count them out because they are alive. Down by 2. Don't move a muscle. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action.
One look at Sierra, and you'll see it makes a powerful statement. But with a closer look, you'll find that even with 255 of the strongest horses out there, they're easily tamed from in here. Right now, you can lease a Sierra for just $269 a month for 36 months. See your New England GMC dealer today.
The Grapponi Auto Junction takes the worry out of buying a used car. Now you can buy with the same confidence as a new car buyer with the Grapponi Easy Care program. It's a comprehensive warranty covering almost every mechanical aspect of the vehicle, including 24-hour roadside assistance. Come test drive any Grapponi certified vehicle today, and don't forget to visit our website for more information.
Grapponi Auto Junction.
Well, we have 8 minutes of basketball left, and it is possession Winnacunnett to start the fourth quarter, so they can tie this ball game if they can score here. Wow, Mike Manning. Hands it to Coates. Coates. Makes the move towards the basket. Dishes off. Back to Manning. Denio thought better of taking the shot. Little hesitant. Manning, up over everyone. Oh, will it go? Yes! And they got the foul!
No, I think it's going to go the other way.
It's going to be against Winnacunnett. No basket. Offensive foul called against the Warriors.
What a great job by Eric Robinson to establish a position. Right in the middle of the screen, right in the middle of the paint. He was there.
Almost thrown away. Bonner there to save it. Strand working it down low to Cole, and it's batted away. He gets fouled. Coming out of nowhere, though, was John Butler. You just have to do that sometimes.
Well, you got to think that Winnacunnet's saying to themselves, hey, let these guys earn these 2 points at the line. And you know what? It doesn't hurt to foul them. And when you foul them, you don't like to encourage violence, but if you're going to foul him, make sure he doesn't get the 2 points. Remember, Charlie, in the first half, all those conventional three-point plays that Concord had, hitting the shot, then hitting the free throws, and there you go.
Well, you said it, Pat. Make them work for those two. Ethan Cole, the 6'9 senior, makes one of two. Lead is 3. 41-38. Crimson Tide on top.
Boy, this is fun.
Concord has not trailed since the early minutes of this ball game. Manning out to Denio. On the right to Coates. Coates working towards the basket. They keep doubling up as he gets closer. They find the open man. Won't go. As the denial on John Butler. Butler trailing the play. Look at Liam Needham. Great ball handling right there by Eric Strand. They slow it up. Robinson has the foul. Going to be on Coates.
That's 3 on Chris Coates. So now he and Denio both have 3. And although Denio struggled from the field, that's something Jack Ford's got to be thinking about. 6:48 to go in this one.
There's see Coach Ford. Right in front of us. Hey, there's me. I'm on TV.
How about that?
Bonner makes that one. We'll get another.
How calm, cool, and collected Bonner looks. Only a sophomore at the line, but raw talent. This kid has got some great years ahead of him, not only in high school, but definitely he'll be a candidate. Division I, he'll be there.
He makes them both 43-38. Plenty of time. 6:43 to play.
Oh, what a pass
They
by
find
Coates.
Denio that time. Jeremy just waiting for it. That's the first time all game that's worked that way for the Warriors.
That's Coates again, creating.
They've thrown it away. They're going to get it. No! A great effort trying to track it down by Eric Strand.
Do I get an assist for that?
Gets the assist. There you go. Not a bad move. And we got a timeout. 6:23 to play. I thought you weren't going to give the ball back.
Well, I got a steal. It's the first steal of my career.
And let's just listen, if we can, for a second, as some of our terrific WWR-TV videographers capture the sights and sounds of high school championship basketball at its finest as we look at some of this crowd.
Between our last break, Charlie, we needed a decibel meter in here. It was so loud. It was vibrating, almost a contest between both sides. They split them up. They have the Winnacunnett fans on one side as Jack Ford goes through some strategy.
Just start kicking out, do the right thing. Just play with them a little bit before you kick it out.
As took over Coach Bill Hobrecht. Very quiet, very reserved in his coaching style. Jack Ford a little bit more, showing the emotion. Bill Hobrecht, very quiet, very reserved. Two terrific basketball coaches. .6:23 to play. 43-40. Concord leading. Winnacunnett with the ball. Needham gets patted. His arm got whacked, but no call. Eric Robinson. Strand, got it closely. Needham just backs it away. Wow. Takes it away. Liam Needham just took it away. Big bounce pass. Oh, and the layup no good by John Butler. They get it back. And this time Denio gets fouled. Jeremy Denio will go to the line.
Foul's going on Jack Reardon. Once again, second opportunity for Winnacunnett. Reardon just airmailed it. He just timed his jump too early. Denio. That's 2 now on Jack Reardon.
Jeremy Denio at the line.
These
Shooting
are
2.
huge. Denio only a 57% free throw shooter.
Misses the second. Rebound very quickly pulled down by Eric Strand. Strand bringing it up himself off the rebound. Guarded by Mike Manning. Manning wearing him like a suit. Underhanded, won't go. Rebound, Bonner gets fouled. Who are they going to call it on? Denio?
If that's 2-0, that's Coates. That's
Coates.
4. That's going to be 4 on Chris Coates. Taking on the look, though, one of those scoop-de-doop-de shots a la Kuzi. And 20's Coates, right?
Yep.
There. That's clearly a foul.
Bonner makes the first.
Now you got your emotional leader and a guy that's done so many of the little things so far. And you mentioned his resume, Charlie. He's done it all, Chris Coates. 4 fouls, Denio with 3.
No good. Rebound. Pulled down by John Butler. Here come the Warriors. Mike Manning. Manning has played a whale of a game. Everybody has. Here's Coates. Coates has taken very few shots, but he's done so much more. Oh, this one ends up back in the hands of Winnacunnett. They almost lost a three-pointer. And again, it won't go. Manning's effort, no good. That is what has eluded the Warriors this game. Missing those threes.
Let's watch this matchup right here, Charlie. Bonner, 50, and Coates.
Coates got to be careful. He's got 4 personals. Double team the big guy. Oh, man, and Ethan takes 2 of them to the school and gets the basket and the foul. They were both very careful, but not careful enough. What do you do? How do you stop it?
That's the same exact play that won the game for Concord when they beat Central earlier in the week, 30-29. That low baseline move by Ethan Cole does it so well, and it's so tough to defend.
And he converts on the free throw. And the lead is back up to 6. 47-41. They're a little slow on the trigger here at Lundholm on that scoreboard. Underneath, Denio decides not to go against Bonner. Works it out. Liam, no good. Needham's shot. And again, they are ice cold from the field.
Denio can't be that shy when he gets the ball just outside the blocks. That's a shot he can make. He's got to take it.
He's a little hesitant to go against Bonner when he's down low. He's only converted on it once. Manning, top of the key. Wants to drive, now goes out to Coates. You've got Needham open as they double team Coates. Needham working around the perimeter. They're looking. Coates wants to go himself. No good, but he draws the foul on the way in.
Charlie, you just know it's a matter of time before this guy decides to take this game into his own hands. And that's a perfect example of him creating things. Just waited, was double teamed. Great crossover, good with both hands. And there you see, split the defense. And he draws the foul, but Chris Coates, he's got to create, and he's got to hit some shots here down the stretch for this team to stay in it. Reardon now with 3 fouls for Concord.
Coates makes the first. As you look at the Warriors faithful. Both sides of the bleachers packed. Coates makes them both. 4-point lead.
That's Liam Needham.
So Needham gets called for this one. Take a look at it again. That's Liam. Liam lost his footing as well. But in any event, it's Eric Robinson going to the line.
Well, we're going to shoot the rest of the way. At least Concord is. That's 10 team fouls now on Winnacunnett. And now we start talking about free throws and how important those are.
4:19 to play in the ball game. No, misses this one. Oh! Oh, Nelly! Oh, man!
He just makes that look so simple. Ethan Cole doesn't even look like he's trying.
Talk about catching a little bit of a break right there. The Crimson of Concord open up a 7-point lead. 3-pointer, no good by Denio. He is ice cold from 3. And it's Bonner with the ball.
That's not the shot Jack Ford wanted either. That's not one of his better 3-point shooters.
7-point lead for the Crimson Tide. Bill Harbrick on the sidelines. You see him in the middle of your screen, on the bottom. Almost taken away by Manning. Batted loose again. Robinson to Ethan. Ethan Cole.
And he's smiling as he goes back on defense. Jack Ford wants
a timeout. And he gets it. Timeout. Winnacunnett with 3:29 to play in the boys Class L state championship basketball game. It's Concord 52, Winnacunnett 43. We'll be right back.
Just call my name and I'll be there. I'll be there. Whoa, whoa. I'll be there to protect you. Yeah, baby. With so much love that respects you. Just call my name and I'll be there. Where there is love, I'll be there.
Charlie, the dunkometer. Ethan Cole came into the game with 25 on the season. Now he's got 27.
Manning off to the side. They work it out to Coates. This one goes for three. Chris Coates, you said it, Pat. Only a matter of time.
Here's that full court pressure again. Coach has got to be careful. He's got 4 fouls.
Bonner, cross court. Strand, guarded by Coates. They work it down low. Bonner's alone. Gets the basket and the foul. They left him alone.
That's a sophomore, folks. That's a sophomore in high school. And a sophomore that knows how to use his body. All 6'9" of him. Watch the body control right here.
Hey, the problem right here is Denio decided to go for the ball as opposed to just holding his ground and playing defense. Maybe it's a good move because you need the ball, but you can't leave a guy like that open.
Bonner went up with 2 hands. Denio grabbed his left arm, so he said, well, I'll just shoot this in with my right hand, and it goes.
No good on the free throw, and Coates with the rebound. Just bringing it up himself. He's got to take charge, and he does. In the lane, he takes the shot. No foul. They get the rebound right back. They work it out to Needham. Needham in the paint. Off the glass. Won't go. Rebound batted away. Should be Winnacunnett ball. It is.
Yeah, it went off Reardon.
Winnacunnett stays alive as they have done all game. Coates wanted to take it. He got blocked out. Won't go. Three-pointer. Nobody there except white jerseys for the rebound. Here's Robinson. Quick pass. Working it back to Strand. Strand dumps it off for Bonner. Strand, and they finally foul him. With 2:22 to play in the ball game.
Well, you're not
Chad Arlington going into the game for the Warriors.
You're not necessarily in that time yet, Charlie, where you got a foul. I mean, there's still plenty of time. 2:22 in a basketball game is like a week.
John Butler comes out. At the line for 2 is Eric Strand. Strand, only a junior.
85% free throw shooter, so a rare miss for Eric.
(55-46). 2:21 to play. Concord on top. Coates. To Manning. One-hander in the lane. Falls through. I'll tell you, every one of those shots he's taken is flanged back and forth. Two minutes to play. Bonner. That's a Strand. They're working. They throw it away. They were looking down low for Jack Reardon. Reardon never saw it. And another possession for Winnacunnett. Plenty of time.
7-point game. Don't have to go for the 3 right now.
Manning in the lane. Batted away by Ethan Cole. Manning manages to get it back. Underneath. That was Coates, by the way. It's loose. Who's going to get it? Denio couldn't get his hand on it. No foul underneath. Cole goes to the basket without the ball, but he gets fouled. It's going to be on Denio.
Good foul. It is Denio or Liam Needham. If it's Denio, I think he's done.
No, they call it on Liam Needham. And he's got 4 too, though.
So Needham's got 4. Coates has 4. Denio, at last, I believe he's got 4.
Ethan Cole misses the first. What a ball player this kid is.
That's definitely a guy you want to foul, though. Only a 52% free throw shooter.
That one goes in. Here's Needham. Looking. Underneath, quick play. And Chad Arlington takes the shot. Gets the foul. Well, it's about the time you got to start putting up the threes. And hope they fall for you. Because time is running out for the Warriors of Winnacunnett. And Concord is very close to that championship that has eluded them in the last couple of years.
Arlington, 74% from the free throw line. These are huge.
He gets another.
He makes this. This is a 6-point game. Watch for Winnacunnett to go into that full court press.
Arlington makes them both.
There it is.
6-point lead. 1:26 to play. Robinson. Almost stolen away. Right, Coates. Got his hands on it. Over to Bonner on the right. They double team. They leave the man open.
The problem now, Charlie, is a lot of these guys have 4 fouls.
You don't have anybody who can waste one. 3 of your 5 players are in foul trouble. Needham can't foul. You got to get the guy who can do it, and it's Chad Arlington, but you wasted 15 seconds before you could get a guy who can foul. That's tough.
Well, 3 out of the 5 guys on the floor with 4 fouls, 3 guys that they need out there.
Strand at the line. That's the 4th foul now on Chad Arlington. So 4 of the 5 players on the floor for Winnacunnett have 4 fouls. Strand makes it. The lead is 7. 1:02 to play. He misses it. This coach bringing it up himself. They got to take the threes. They find the open man. No, Arlington wants to go baseline. Lays it up and in. Nice move. Gets the basket. And Jack Ford wants a timeout, and he gets it with 50.4 seconds to play. It's a 57-52 lead for the Crimson Tide of Concord High School.
Now the question is, for defensive purposes, is this the time you want to foul? Because 4 of the 5 guys that are out there right now have 4 fouls. 1 more, they're gone. Does Jack Ford put some guys on the floor that haven't played tonight or much to give up a foul right away? They're going to shoot regardless because they have 10 team fouls.
You got to play offense, defense now. That's what you got to do. You got to go to the guys who can waste fouls, and as the player goes to the line, you've got to do a lot of substituting. You just got to go to the strategy right now because you can't waste them. 4 of your 5 players on the court have 4 fouls. None of those 4 can afford to waste it. You got to do the free substitution route. We'll see if that's exactly what the Winnacunnett Warriors are going to do. There's a young fan. You think that youngster is enjoying herself?
Look at those eyes, wide open.
Seeing some great basketball. Great caliber high school basketball here in New Hampshire. Listen to this crowd.
Winnacunnett is out of timeouts. So as you said, Charlie, it's going to be one of those foul and substitute type deals.
Well, but Jack doesn't do the substituting that we expected. He doesn't substitute anyone. So he's got 4 players there with no fouls to waste. Bonner gets fouled by Manning. I think is Manning done, or is he the one who had one to spare?
Manning was the one that was out there that didn't have 4 fouls. Oh,
no,
he was. So it was 5. They all had 4 fouls.
So Manning is out.
Let's listen to the round of applause for Mike Manning.
On both sides of the bleachers, and that's what you like to hear. Sportsmanship is what it's all about.
Fine career for the senior.
And guess who's going back in after spending an awful lot of time sitting because of a wound? Ralph Marshall. There's Mike Manning. early in the game. Ralph Marshall caught an elbow in the head. He's bandaged up. He's back in the ball game. He is number 31. And Bonner makes the first. It may be out of reach. There you see. Good shot of Marshall. And Bonner. Bonner makes them both. 59-52. 7-point lead. Got to take the threes. First, you got to get open to do it, though. A triple team Coates. He's looking for help. No three here, but Denio gets the two. Got no timeouts. You got a foul.
Coates, that's Coates. He can. He's got 4, but now you got to do it.
You got Marshall in there who can waste one, but they've got to go to the big guy, Jeremy Denio, and that should be his 5th. His fourth.
Okay, so we
He
had
was
them
the
mixed
player.
up.
He was the player with 4. Okay, we had him
Manning
and
who had
Manning
4.
mixed up. I'd like to thank our crack statistician who hasn't arrived yet tonight.
We left him tickets.
That's right.
I don't know where he is, though.
He's missing a heck of a game. I don't know. Ock told me he was going to come. Free throw no good by Eric Robinson. See if we leave him tickets again. And Robinson makes 1 of 2. 20 seconds to play. Needham going fast to the hoop. Gets it out to Denio. Jeremy lets it fly. No good. Gets it back. Jeremy again. This time goes to the basket himself for the 2. But there's only 7 seconds, and they have no timeouts. They inbound it. They commit the quick foul with 3.4 seconds. And there is no way that Concord is going to be denied in 1997. They will be the boys' Class L champions with 3.4 seconds. They lead this one 60-56, but they're going to be at the line. Now Jack Ford goes to the strategy we talked about earlier. He puts in Ryan Collins and also Adam Denio. So Jeremy comes out. Adam Denio goes in, along with Ryan Collins.
Liam Needham leaving the floor for the last time, and that's what it's all about right there, Charlie. He left everything he had on the floor tonight. And now Chris Coates.
At the line, Eric Strand makes the first. Concord High School will be Class L boys state champions. Makes them both. 3.4 seconds. Inbound pass goes off the fingertips of Chad Arlington, and Concord will even get the ball back with 2.5 seconds. Inbounds pass by Bonner, appropriately to Ethan Cole, who's going to end it with a slam. Might have been after the buzzer, but Concord High wins the championship, and the celebration begins here at Lundholm Gym. The congratulatory handshakes. We said it so many times. Sportsmanship is what this is all about. And here you see it at its finest as the two teams who have battled this one out for the state championship offer congratulations to each other. Concord has been there. They have been on the other side. They have been the champions. Winnacunnett has been the champions tonight. It is Concord, the Crimson Tide, and the boys Class L state champions. in the state of New Hampshire. The Concord High cheerleaders. And let's enjoy the moment here in Durham. All right, the award ceremonies will be coming up momentarily. There are a number of individual awards to be given out. We will take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the presentation of the championship plaque right after these messages.
At the Christmas Farm Inn in charming Jackson, New Hampshire, we suggest that you don't just take time off, but take time away. Right now, choose your own midweek savings plan. Either stay 3 nights and get 10% off your total bill, or stay 4 nights and your 5th night is free. Extend your weekend with a Thursday or Sunday night stay, and we'll take 10% off each additional night. So for the perfect midweek getaway, make it the Christmas Farm Inn, and make it a time to remember. The Christmas Farm Inn, Route 16B, Jackson.
New England, are you ready? Buick LeSabre, the car you made the best-selling full-size automobile 5 straight years and counting, is returning the favor. For a very limited time, buy a new LeSabre, Buick will give you free gas for a year. Or lease a comfortable 6-passenger, beautifully equipped LeSabre for $299 a month and get a year's worth of free gas. It's your best deal on an American bestseller at your Key Buick dealer of New England.
Imagine you lived in an idyllic world where no one got sick and no one got hurt. And the only accident happened when you filled your glass a bit too full. But in the real world, it pays to have a Matthew Thornton health plan that fits your lifestyle with a vast network of providers for every member of your family. Almost. Matthew Thornton Health Plan. Quality of life, quality for life.
You want furniture that fits your needs and your lifestyle. The look that says you make the most out of each moment in your life. Introducing Renaissance by Thomasville, exclusive to the C.A. Hoyt Company. Over 100 breathtaking pieces for every room in your home. Cascading waves, swag columns, carved from oak with leather, iron, and stone. The Renaissance Collection, now at special introductory sale prices. Only at the C.A. Hoyt Furniture Company. For the quality you want, trust the name you know.
There is your final score. The Crimson Tide of Concord High School are the Class L Boys State Champions as they defeat the Winnacunnett Warriors of Hampton 62-56 in one of the most exciting ball games you will see anywhere. Now the game ended with another one of those incredible jams by Ethan Cole. It was really after the buzzer, but look at this. Man, this kid put on a show all night long. His team, the state champions. Well, presentations going on. Nobody leaving this place as we are waiting for the presentation to the Concord High School Crimson Tide. Number of awards being given up to individuals here. To Jack Ford and the Warriors of Winnacunnett High School. And momentarily, it will be Concord's turn to enjoy a moment that they have waited a few years for. Coach Bill Hobrick and the Crimson Tide of Concord High School. 2 outstanding high school basketball programs, as there are many, many in this state, all to be proud of. The caliber of athleticism and sportsmanship displayed all season long. Doesn't matter what sport it is, it's a tribute to the youngsters that we have here in the state of New Hampshire. And look at the Warriors saluting their fans, the players, pointing to their fans, saying thanks for the support that you've given us all season long. Yes, there's disappointment, but there's also a lot of pride. One final huddle taking place by the Warriors with their coach, Jack Ford. And now the presentation of the championship plaque. We go to the chairman of the NHIAA Tournament Committee and a dear friend of mine and WWI-TV, Richard McCarthy.
Assistant coach Rusty Coffrin. Rusty Coffrin. Assistant coach Frank Keene. Assistant coach Hap Simpson. Assistant coach Steve Peace. Assistant coach Jim Harvey. Tim Weddington. Tim Weddington. Royce Brockett. Royce Brockett. Brian Miller.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the mic.
Seth Boyd. Steve Bean. Paul Quinney. Matt Otterson. Eric Strand. Matt Bonner. Ethan Cole. Co-captain Eric Robinson. Co-captain Jack Reardon. Jamie Goodsell. Manager Jamie Goodsell. And Erica Wilson. Congratulations to Concord High School.
There you have it. Concord High School, the state champions in boys Class L, celebrating their victory. And down on the court, let us go to WMUR's Patrick Little.
All right, Charlie, thank you very much. We're going to get through the team pictures here first, and we're going to grab some of these guys. Just obviously a special moment for Concord in what has been an absolutely outstanding season.
Concord finishes up overall 20-1, an incredible year for the Crimson Tide. The obligatory team pictures, as Pat said, being taken. With a plaque that has eluded the Crimson for a couple of seasons, but not this year. Concord, the state champions in boys Class L. You see Coach Aubrick in front, taking the plaque. As it's held high by the team managers. And let's go right back to Patrick. Pat?
This is going to be kind of tough because these guys have a lot of height on me. I'm glad I didn't have to go against you guys today, but first of all, congratulations. We'll start with Jack Reardon. I referred to you throughout the game as kind of the secret weapon, the unsung hero, because these guys get so much attention. They're so tall. But just a great game for you tonight.
Thank you. They concentrated a lot on these two, and fortunately my team got the ball into me when I was open, and I capitalized most of the time.
It's just an emotional moment for you guys. What a great season, and I guess you can't ask for a better way to finish it.
No, we had a great year. We really worked hard, and I can't think of a better way to end it.
Jack's going to bring this trophy home tonight. He'll probably sleep with it. Let's get over here with Matt Bonner and Ethan Cole. First, for you, Matt, playing with a guy like this, it's like the Twin Towers, the Houston Rockets of Akeem Olajuwon and Ralph Sampson. What does the other team have to do to beat you guys? They couldn't do it tonight.
I couldn't tell you. They're going to shut me down from the outside and party him down. Hope the refs don't make some fouls when they get physical with him. That's basically all they can do.
Matt, you're only a sophomore. Personally, your career has so much potential, but